and I haven't moved it, because you were just there. The table still holds the shape of the afternoon we had. Your cup beside mine, before the leaving made things sad. You talked about the autumn coming sooner than before. I should have asked you to stay, just one coffee more. I'll walk back past the cafe 2 days after you were gone. The window showed your empty chair. The afternoon moved on. You left your scarf here, and I keep it close. The wool still holds the warmth of wood. You sat down across from me, and everything went quiet. You ordered without looking up, your hands around the cup. I watched the steam between us rise and didn't dare to stop. I've sat here every Tuesday at this same small wooden chair, but something about this morning felt different in the air. I felt a gaze across the table, soft as winter light. I kept my eyes upon my book, but everything felt right. The seat across from you is where I want to be. Just 2 cups between us, and something neither of us can see. I don't know your name yet, I don't know your song, but the seat across from you is where I feel I belong. You turned a page so carefully, like the words might break. I almost said your name out loud for some familiar sake. The afternoon moved quietly, the coffee cups went cold. 2 people in a cafe with a story left to be told. The seat across from you is where I want to be. Just two cups between us, and something neither of us can see. I don't know your name yet, I don't know your song, but the seat across from you is where I feel I belong. You closed your book and looked up, and our eyes finally met. The smallest smile between us is one I won't forget. Maybe this is how it starts, just a glance across a room. Maybe this is how two people find each other in the afternoon. No grand beginning needed, no dramatic open door, just the seat across from someone you've been quietly looking for. The seat across from you is where I want to be. More than two cups between us now, something warm and finally free. I think I know your name now, I think I know your song. The seat across from you is exactly where I belong. Where I belong, where I belong. Just the morning and the cafe, and the seat across from you. You said you order first, I said no, you go ahead. We both just held the menu and stared at it instead. The waiter came around again, we still had nothing planned. I pointed at the picture, you reached across my hand. You apologized so softly, I said please don't at all. And something in that moment was the best part of the fall. She laughed about the menu like it was the funniest thing. I thought this is the person I've been waiting to bring. You order first, no, you go ahead. 2 cups of something warm and nothing left unsaid. We didn't need the perfect words, we didn't need a plan. You order first, and that's how it began. We ended up with the same thing without knowing that we would. 2 lattes and a window seat, and everything felt good. You stirred yours going clockwise, I stir mine the other way. Somehow that felt like something worth remembering today. You order first, no, you go ahead. 2 cups of something warm and nothing left unsaid. We didn't need the perfect words, we didn't need a plan. You order first, and that's how it began. We stayed until the lunch crowd came, and then a little more. We talked about the small things that became the things we're for. The menu was long forgotten, the coffee's long since done, but neither of us noticed until the afternoon had begun. I didn't know a menu could be a turning point. I didn't know that laughing could make everything feel right. But there it was between us, before we had a name. 2 people and a coffee list, and nothing was the same. You order first, no, we'll go together. 2 cups of something warm through every kind of weather. We didn't need the perfect start, we just needed to begin. You order first was where it all came in, where it all came in, where it all came in. Just 2 menus and a morning, and you saying go ahead. You walked in from the rain, and I forgot my name. You stood there in the doorway, still catching your own breath. Your jacket dark with raindrops, like you'd walk through something left. He pushed the wet hair back and looked around the room. I looked away just quickly, but not quickly enough, I knew. I found a table by the window, I didn't choose the view, but every time I looked up, the view was always you. When you walked in from the rain, everything rearranged. The whole cafe felt different, something quietly changed. I don't believe in sudden things, but here I am today. When you walked in from the rain, you walked my words away. waiter brought her something warm.
She wrapped her hands around.
I wanted to walk over,
but couldn't find the ground.
She had a small notebook.
She wrote in it and stopped,
like something came to mind,
and she didn't want it dropped.
When you
walked in from the rain, everything rearranged.
The whole cafe felt different.
Something quietly changed. I don't believe in sudden things, but here I am today.
When you walked in from the rain,
you walked my words away. The rain began to lighten.
I gathered up my things.
You stood up at the same moment.
Two people leaving.
Our eyes met at the doorway.
Neither spoke at first.
Then you said the rain had stopped now,
and I said yes, the worst. We stood there for a moment,
neither going through the door.
The rain had made an opening
neither of us had before.
So we stayed inside a little longer,
talking about the rain,
and how strange it is that weather
can make things rearrange. When you walked in from the rain,
you changed my ordinary day.
The whole cafe was different.
From that moment on, I'd say
I do believe in sudden things, now that you've shown me how.
When you walked in from the rain,
everything is different now. Everything is different now. Everything is different now. Just the rain and the cafe, and the way you walked in. We said goodbye about an hour ago, but here we still are.
we put our coats on at 3. We're still here at 4. I've said I should be going now at least 5 times or more. You always find one more thing to bring up just in time, and honestly I let you, because I'm doing just the same. The table by the door was meant to be the last one, but somehow every minute here becomes another one. I know we have to leave now, I know the cafe's slowing down, but every time I almost go, something turns me back around. The table by the door is where we keep on staying. One more story, one more laugh, one more reason for delaying. The afternoon is generous, it keeps on giving time. The table by
is yours and it is mine.
The barista wiped the counter. He did it twice already. I think he knows we're staying, and his patience has been steady.
You put your scarf on finally, then took it off to talk. I love the way you can't quite bring yourself to walk. The table by the door is where we keep on staying. One more story, one more laugh, one more reason for delaying. The afternoon is generous, it keeps on giving time. The table by the door is yours and it is mine.
Said, okay, let's go then.
I said, yes, let's go.
And then we found another thing
we both needed to know.
about a song, a place, a story,
about nothing much at all. And the table by the door caught us every time we'd fall.
I think we're both afraid
that leaving ends the afternoon.
I think we both believe
that outside breaks the tune.
So let the table hold us
just a little longer here. Every minute at this table is a minute I hold dear. The table by the door is where I want to always be. One more story, one more laugh, one more you beside me. The afternoon can't last forever, but this feeling always will. The table by the door and the way you make time still. Make time still, make time still. The table by the door, and one more reason to stay. The whole cafe was full, and then I found you in it.
It was the loudest afternoon. The tables all were full. The music and the orders and the general pull of 100 conversations all at once in the air. And then I looked across the room, and you were just there, not doing anything remarkable, just holding your cup. But something in the ordinary made me look up,
And you were already looking across the crowded space, and the whole cafe got quieter in the most crowded place.
I don't know what made me look up the way that I did,
But across the noise and people, someone's gaze just slid
through all of it, and found me
clear as anything crowded cafe.
Something was beginning.
Across the crowded cafe, our eyes found the way. Across the noise and coffee, and the middle of the day. 100 people around us, and only you I see. Across the crowded cafe, you found your way to me.
She looked away, then back again, the way that people do when they're not sure if looking is the thing they ought to do.
I did the same, and then we both looked at the same time, and something that felt like a laugh passed between the line.
Of all the space between us,
Chairs and cups and noise,
two people finding each other
in the everyday's poise. Across the crowded cafe, our eyes found the way. Across the noise and coffee, and the middle of the day. 100 people around us, and only you I see. Across the crowded cafe, you found your way to me.
You stood up very slowly.
She didn't look away.
We met somewhere in the middle
Of that crowded afternoon cafe,
two cups left at two tables,
two chairs pushed back in the noise,
and suddenly the whole cafe
came back into its voice.
but we were already somewhere else.
Beyond the crowd and cup
Across the crowded cafe,
was enough to start it up.
I've been in crowded places,
1,000 times before,
but none of them produced
what this cafe had in store.
the noise was just the setting.
The crowd was just the stage.
Across the crowded cafe
Was the first line on the page.
across the crowded
cafe, we found each other there.
across the noise and people,
In the afternoon's bright air,
100
stories around us, but ours began that day.
across the crowded cafe
Is where I found my way. Found my way.
found my way.
Across the crowded cafe, and right to where you are. something I knew, and everything else in the cafe just fell right through.
You had your headphones in, you were somewhere else entirely, reading something on your phone with a look both soft and wiry.
And then below the cafe sound, below the cups and talk, I heard you hum a melody that made me wanna stop and walk
right over to your table and say, I know that song.
But I didn't, because strangers don't do that all day long.
So I sat there with your humming,
like it was meant for me, and pretended not to notice something I could clearly see.
I don't remember starting, I never do when it begins. The humming just comes out of me like something from within. I looked up from my phone then
and found someone looking back with that soft caught expression, like they'd followed my exact track. I heard you humming a song I knew by heart. I heard you humming, and that's where we should start. Two people and a melody floating in the air. I heard you humming, and suddenly you were there.
She had that look of someone who'd been caught enjoying something private and accidental, something barely worth discussing.
So I pulled one headphone out and said, do you know this one? She said she did and hummed it back, and something had begun.
Something that felt musical
before it felt like much else.
Two people
And a melody finding itself. I heard you humming a song I knew by heart. I heard you humming, and that's where we should start. Two people and a melody floating in the air. I heard you humming, and suddenly you were
We named every song we both knew,
the ones we love the most.
the cafe held our playlist
Like a warm and generous host.
Two people who discovered
They had the same inside track
of songs
that mattered quietly, and now we hum them back.
I've heard lots of music,
In cafes and in rooms,
but nothing sounded quite like
you humming in the afternoon.
It wasn't just the melody,
It wasn't just the song,
it was someone knowing it
and humming right along. I heard you humming,
Now I hum it back to you.
I heard you humming.
Now we have our own song
and you humming along. We both reached the door at once, in the rain with our umbrellas up. Neither of us was looking, and the rest filled up our cups.
Your blue umbrella hit my red one, right there in the door.
We both said sorry at the same time,
then laughed at saying sorry for
the thing that wasn't really anyone's fault at all.
just two umbrellas in a rainstorm,
and a very narrow hall.
You held the door so gallantly,
like it was your fault entirely.
I walked in first, still laughing,
And you followed kind of shyly.
we shook our umbrellas out
And stood there dripping in the warm. Two people who just met each other in the middle of a storm.
I've never been so glad
That I picked the blue umbrella.
If I'd had the black one,
I might have missed her altogether.
she laughed at our collision
Like it was the best gift given. And something in that laughter was the reason I kept living. Two umbrellas, one door, on a rainy Tuesday street. Two umbrellas, one door, is how we came to meet.
the rain arranged it perfectly.
The doorway did its part. Two umbrellas, one door, was the start of something smart.
We ended up at the same counter, waiting for our names.
Both still smiling at the doorway.
Like we'd won the same small games.
You pointed at the window table, the one with room for two. I pointed at the very same one, and that was all we knew. We needed to do next, two people with wet umbrellas, and the same idea of best. Two umbrellas, one door, on a rainy Tuesday street. Two umbrellas, one door, is perfectly. The doorway did its part. Two umbrellas, one door was the start of something smart.
By the time the rain had lightened,
We had talked for hours,
two umbrellas by the window
standing like two towers
of a very small kingdom
that started at a door on a rainy Tuesday morning when neither planned for more.
I think about the other routes,
I could have taken home,
the other cafes I could have chosen,
to wait out the rain alone.
but something in the
Rainstorm sent us to the same door.
two umbrellas, one collision
Was everything and more. Two umbrellas, one door.
and the rain that brought us there.
Two umbrellas, one door. And the laughter in the air.
The rain arranged it perfectly,
And we arranged the rest. Two umbrellas, one door was the morning at its best.
morning at its best.
Morning at its best. Two umbrellas in a doorway, and the rain that knew the rest. Look at the window, it's snowing. The first flake came so quietly, I almost missed it there. A small white something against the glass, like something in the air, had finally made a decision about the coming cold, and chose this afternoon, this cafe to unfold.
You were mid-sentence when I saw it. I touched your hand and stopped. Everything you were saying could wait while the snow dropped. I turned to see what stopped her, and then I saw it too. The hole outside going softly white,
The hole inside, just us two. First snow at the window, and we were here to see. First snow at the window, just you and just me. There's something about the first snow that makes the whole world new. First snow at the window, and I was here with you.
stayed beside the window until the street turned white, until the other people began to point at the light.
2 coffees going colder, neither of us minding. Something about the first snow is worth every finding. First snow at the window, and we were here to see. First snow at the window, just you
outside of regular life.
Just the snow and the window,
and the warmth between us two.
Some afternoons are given,
and this one
belong to you. I know I'll see more snowfalls in the years that come along,
but this one in this cafe
will be the first snow of the song,
the one I'll keep inside me
when winter comes again. First snow at the window
is where this all began.
First snow at the window,
we were here and we were real.
First snow at the window is the finest thing to feel. There's something about the first snow that you only see once through. First snow at the window, I'm so glad it was with you.
So glad it was with you.
So glad it was with you. First snow at the window, and everything brand new. Don't drink it too fast. Let the afternoon stay.
We both know why we're sitting here.
We said it on the phone,
but saying it out loud in here
feels like coming home.
For the very last time,
I ordered what you like.
I thought one last familiar thing
might soften what we'd say tonight.
I memorized your face again, the way I used to when
I was afraid that life might take you from me back then.
now life is taking you for real,
and all I have is this one last cup in a cafe, and everything I'll miss. The last cup before goodbye, we're making it last.
sipping the afternoon slowly
before it becomes the past. I love you in the present tense, and I love you in the past. The last cup before goodbye was never meant to be the last.
You said you'd keep the song I wrote,
The one I never sang aloud.
I said I'd keep the photograph,
The one where we both look so proud,
we made our small arrangements
like people do who care.
2 cups of coffee getting cold, and
So much in the air. The last cup before goodbye, we're making it last.
sipping the afternoon slowly
before it becomes the past. I love you in the present tense, and I love you in the past. The before goodbye was never meant to be the last. The cups are empty now, but neither of us moves.
The afternoon is generous.
It gives us what it proves.
That every cup of coffee shared was worth the time it took. And this one most of all
deserves one last long look.
We won't say it's forever.
We won't say it's goodbye.
We'll say the coffee was just right.
The afternoon was fine.
We'll say we sat here quietly
and let the light go through. The last cup before goodbye was full of me and you. The last cup before goodbye,
we made it last.
we sit the afternoon together,
and now it's in the past.
I loved you in the present.
I love you in the past.
The last cup before goodbye was never meant to be the last. Never meant to be the last.
Never meant to be
The last. Just two cups in the afternoon, and everything we had. This isn't on my way home, but here I am again.
I take the longer road now, the one that passes here. It adds about 10 minutes,
But I don't mind the detour, dear.
I tell myself I'm just walking, that the route is fine.
But every night I end up at this same lit window line.
The cafe light is amber, and the street outside is blue.
And I stand here for a moment, looking in at you.
You never see me standing in the cold outside.
I don't know if that's lucky, or if I'm just too shy.
Some evenings something makes me look up from what I'm doing.
Like a change in the air outside, or something worth pursuing. The window just shows evening and people passing by. But sometimes I could swear
someone just caught my eye.
I take the long way home through here, just to see the light.
I take the long way home through here
every evening night.
I haven't found the courage yet
to open up that door, but the long way home through here is worth it more and more.
Café holds its amber light against the winter chill.
I find I look up more now around the evening time, like something on the other side of the glass might be mine. I take the long way home through here just to see the light. I take the long way home through here every evening night. I haven't found the courage yet to open up that door, but the long way home through here is worth it more and more. Tonight I stopped a little longer than I usually do. I watched you close your notebook and look toward the window through.
And in that small moment
When you almost seemed to see, I put my hand upon the handle and thought, why not me?
maybe the long way home was always leading here.
Maybe the window and the amber
Was always meant to clear.
Some detours are not detours, they are the actual road. The long way home through here
Is where we both are rode.
I took the long way home through here and finally came inside.
I took the long way home through here.
And left the cold outside. I found the courage at the handle. I found you at the door. The long way home through here is home and nothing more. Home and nothing more. Home and nothing more.
The long way home through here
Was always the right way through. We always come back here, don't we? This is where we started. This is where we stay. I remember the first morning when you sat across from me, when the steam between our coffee cups was all that we could see, when I didn't know your name yet, when the afternoon was new. This cafe held the very first moment I knew you.
It held our first real laughter and our first real quiet too.
The first time we said nothing, and it meant I'm here for you.
Every cup has been a chapter, every table held a year.
This cafe knows our story better than anyone else here.
I think about the morning when the umbrella and the rain, when the wrong name on the cup and the wrong table by the pane. Every small beginning that grew into the whole. This cafe caught every one of them and kept them
everything that we went through.
I remember the Tuesday when I first sat down beside you at the table we both wanted, and the afternoon inside you
opened up like something simple. We had always known the place, but finding out we shared it put a new light on your face.
I remember every snowfall we watched through that same glass,
Every rainy door we entered, every cup we made to last.
This cafe held the long days
And the days we almost broke,
and the mornings after silence
when we quietly re-spoke. This cafe will always know
every season we sat through,
every goodbye that got extended,
every long way we came to,
every table that we shared here, every first and second chance. This cafe will always know the whole length of our romance.
through the changing of the years,
Through the laughter and the coffee,
through the joy and through the tears,
through the mornings we came early,
through the evenings we stayed late,
through the first time and the last time, and the times that had to wait.
this table is our history,
This window is our light.
this cafe is the place where we
Have always come out right.
threw every wrong name on a cup,
Through every rainy door,
through every seat we almost missed,
through every something more.
we don't need to name the chapters, we already know them all.
The first snow and the umbrellas, and the scarf left in the hall.
The long way home through the window,
The crowded afternoon,
the humming and the handwriting,
the table and the tune,
and every Tuesday morning
and every seat we saved
this cafe gave us everything
that both of us have craved.
and now we sit here older at the table we both know.
This cafe will always hold us
Wherever we may go,
This cafe will always know
the whole of what we are,
This cafe will always know
every chapter near and far,
every cup and every morning.
every evening we sat through.
This cafe will always know that I found everything in you. The seat across from you,
The scarf you left behind,